The news, what is it? The news is communication of current events or currently useful information. Something happened, or something changed, or something got really bad, or I have something really great to tell you, or people just need to know about this right now. And those are things that could come under the idea of news. Your assignment is to write an information-packed article that could appear in a newspaper this week. So I want you to write about something that's current right now. Um, Someone had an automobile accident, and people were killed. That's the kind of thing that we see in the newspaper a lot. You could also say, this organization is giving away food next week in this particular area of the municipalidad. Or you could give like information about a newly elected official or somebody that's running for office, because right now we are nearing the time when we're going to be having primary elections in Honduras. Let's see, something that that you're getting the information from just things that are happening around here or in Honduras. Or if you are in the States, or you have family in the States, maybe you could write about something that's happening in the States. But it should be something you have personal knowledge about that's happening. Here is a big thing I want you to remember. Be objective. What that means is don't editorialize. Okay, what that means is that you don't say what you think or believe. That's not what this is about. Many times I want you to say what you think about something, what you feel about something, what you believe about something. But in this case, I want you to just give the facts, just the facts, in some kind of logical order, maybe chronological order if you're telling a story, a cause and effect kind of order, depending on what you're talking about. You get to decide what you're going to write about. If you're not sure whether it's a good thing to write about, you can always send me a message and ask me. Now, your first assignment is pre-writing. This year, for the rest of the year, as far as I know, unless I change my mind, we're going to have pre-writing as an assignment, rough draft as an assignment, revisions as another assignment, and final draft as another assignment, each one of those assignments being 7 points. So, in the first writing assignment, we had a lot of people who didn't do the pre-writing, and what I ended up doing was I took a grade on pre-writing and rough draft put together, only counted the pre-writing 2 points, and then I just gave you that grade twice. So overall, your pre-writing would count 4 points instead of 7 points on that first assignment. I'm not doing that again. This time, I just want you to concentrate right now on just the pre-writing. And then after you do that, I want you to concentrate on writing your rough draft. The pre-writing, here it is. First, of course, decide what you're going to write about, and then make a plan. Be very brief in your plan. I do not want a lot of sentences, and definitely don't want paragraphs in this pre-writing. First, although this is not the order I did it in when I filled this out, I gave you an example here. First, write a headline. So my headline, I couldn't come up with one right off the top of my head, so I filled this in first, but I'll let you know what my headline was. Alarming increase in positive COVID test results. The reason why I didn't give the percentage in the headline was because then nobody's going to read the article because they already got the news. So I want to give people some kind of reason to read the article. I want them to say, ooh, alarming increase. Ooh, how much increase was it? How do we know? Kind of thing. So I'm going to give you enough information to make you want to read. Some people call this clickbait. And when you're online reading the news, they write many times headlines that may or may not reflect exactly what's in the article just to make you click on the article because they get advertising dollars for that. So, your paper, your article should answer all or almost all, hopefully all of these questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how did it happen? Or is it happening? Or could it happen? Okay? Who? Well, I did see a video news report on this recently, a few days ago, from a source within the healthcare system. The reason why I say a source within the healthcare system is not only because I don't want to listen again and try to remember who the person was, but also because the person reading the article isn't really going to care who the source is within the healthcare system. All they care about is how many percent and what are we going to do now and how do we know this? Okay, so we need to think about our audience as usual. The occasion is a newspaper article. The subject is an alarming increase in positive test results of COVID. So that's where I put 77% positive tests. Where did that happen? In the Valle de Angeles triage center. This is how you spell triage in English, Triage, triage, just FYI. Positive test results when this week, okay? And I put over here warning of second wave soon. Second wave means that after the cases start going down, then people get relaxed and they don't take the measures that they need to take to prevent the spread of the disease. And so, again, the test results go up. This has happened in several countries and cities worldwide. And they're warning, people are warning that it could happen in our area. So where the Valle Triage Center, Valle de Angeles, FM, you know what that means. Why people haven't taken it seriously. So the person who was doing the video said that she imagines that people thought that the danger had passed or didn't really take the danger of COVID-19 seriously. And so they stopped taking the measures needed for prevention of the spread of this disease. How? So they found out by rapid tests at the triage center. Mostly, I think it's rapid tests. And how do we prevent this second wave? Hopefully, by observing safety measures such as washing your hands. I say the Lord's Prayer when I wash my hands. Hopefully that's enough time. If I don't say it really fast. That and Padre Nuestro. That. Some people sing a song, Baby Shark, do 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 do, whatever. Wash your hands. Wear a mask when you are around people. Limit the number of people you're around and stay at least 1.5 meters or 2 meters away from people who are not within your inner circle who you know don't have the disease. So I have a COVID cluster, is what I call it. I have a group of people that I can spend time with without wearing a mask. They're just a few people, like less than 10. And if any one of them were to test positive for COVID, then we would all need to test and make sure that we don't have it, and we might all need to take extra precautions and the distancing. So we know that. Try to stay away from places where there are big groups of people, that kind of thing. Lead sentence. Lead sentence means the first sentence in an article. And it should grab the reader's attention. And again, not give all the information, but give enough of the information to keep the person reading. You want to grab attention and give enough information to keep the reader reading. And so this is what I came up with. According to a source within the local healthcare system, there has recently been a sharp uptake in cases of COVID in the Valle de Angeles area, or at least that is what the tests are showing. So that would be the first sentence in my article, unless I go through in revisions and decide I'm going to do something a little bit different. Now that I've showed you this, you can't write about this. You have to find something else to write about. You can write about something closely related to this, but you can't write the same article. But you need to fill out these things: headline, who, what, when, where, why, how, and a lead sentence. If you do it all, and I'm impressed with the way you did it and the way you worded your headline and all of it, then I'll give you a bonus point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible points. Yeah, but it's actually out of 7, so 8 out of 7 means a bonus point, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Your goal is to have a 200 to 250 word newspaper article. When you finish the pre-writing, I want you to turn that in under the assignment that says pre-writing. That will be due tomorrow. And the rough draft is to be worked on after that and turned in under a separate assignment. Please try to keep your assignments under the appropriate assignment heading in Google Classroom so that we can keep the grades organized. That really helps us out as a school and as a teacher. And for your parents, they can go and check on your grades in Google Classroom at any time because there they are.